Hello everyone. It is Tuesday, and unfortunately Hiki couldn't make it. She has like a thing that was going on that ran over time, so we can't do a cooperative stream today. But um, I am here, and I thought I'd still stream during this time period. I realized that I was like, oh, I'll do solo D&D, and then I was like, oh, I could have shown coding stuff up, but I'm not set up for that, and it's like on my other computer. There's like a thing that I wanted to code for tomorrow's D&D stream where I could show like handouts on the Owlbear screen. So Owlbear is this map BTT for tabletop RPGs, and it's very, very nice because it's a very I wouldn't say minimalistic, but it's like very small amount of like things to do, and it doesn't really use up too much like memory and stuff. At least in my experience, it's a lot easier to use. Also, it's mobile friendly, which is great. However, it doesn't have all the features that like other VTTs have because it's trying to keep itself like small form. So I've coded a few things. I coded one so it could have a streamer mode where I have like a stream added as a player and then I can control its movement. I tested that out and did that live in the D&D stream on Friday, the Storm King Thunder session 10, I think it was, and it was working pretty good. Now I want to elevate that and add in some code so that on my end, I say, hey, I want to send this picture over to my players, and then it will pop up a full screen pop-up of like the picture, and then there's like a button that says close window, or it'll disappear after 20 seconds or something like that. That feature was in Roll20, which is a VTT I used for a very long time. But Roll20 is just kind of janky, to be honest, and Owlbear is just so much easier to use, and I can set up things so much quicker, and I just really like it. So, I wanted to code all these things so I can use these tools for running games on Twitch, but I'm not set up for that. I set everything up to play solo D&D. So we're gonna roll and do some solo D&D. So my character is Lolula. She is an orc monk, level 2. And let's see, what equipment does she have? I've got a dagger, quarterstaff, short bow, spear, and she's got some spells. She's a She's a guide, I think, was her background. I didn't write a backstory or anything, but she's a guide. Yeah. A guided friendly nature priest who instructed you in the fundamentals of channeling the magic of the wild. So Lolula has been out and about, kind of dealing things she's not a druid, but you know, she's druid adjacent, but she does mainly monk things. It's interesting how starting monks get all these daggers. They're really expecting you to throw a hell of daggers. This solo D&D story is intended for the original 5e 2014 version, but I thought it would be nice to just do, what's it called? 5.5e character, just because I want to get more used to those characters. And I just think they're a lot better, to be honest. They just fixed so many things, and they really should have just made it 6th edition or called it 5.5e, but you know, it's fine. It's whatever. Yeah, so we'll punch things. That's what we're gonna do, punch things. Solo D&D, this book does allow for map-based fighting, which is great. There's a map book, and it'll tell me when to go to the map book, and then I'm going to put the map into Owlbear on the fly. So I don't know what any of these maps look like beforehand, so we'll see how it goes. All right. It is the year 1349 DR in the month of Deep Winter. Oh, okay. So I got the calendar of Harpdos, so year 1349. Okay, and Deep Winter. No. Where is Deep Winter? You know, I don't know. We'll keep moving through this calendar. We'll eventually get there. Almost there. I did not see Deep Winter. Hello? Is Deep Winter a month? Deep Winter month D&D? Hammer. Common name. Oh, okay, it's Hammer. Okay. Hammer. Here we go. Okay, let's say it's the first of Hammer. Yeah, no, Hammer 1350. We're going backwards. We're making it. Alright. It is Hammer 1. There we go. Cool. Current time, I think it is probably 6. We'll say it's like 3 p.m. That sounds good. It is the year 1349 DR in the month of Deep Winter. You have been on the road for nearly 2 months now, and snow hangs thick on the trees as you make your way toward the town of Oralbar at the foot of the Grey Peak Mountains. Let's see if we can find that, actually. So, let's get my maps out. We can go to Storm King's Thunder, which has the big map of Faerun. So, very large map. This is the Grey Peak Mountains. Do you think we can find this? I don't know if we can. Hey Blakey, welcome in! Hey, how you doing? I'm just gonna be narrating today. It'll be a very chill day. You can stay here for the music. I don't expect many people to be here, so if you want to talk, maybe it's cool. Alright, I found Oralbar. There we go. So these are the Grey Peak Mountains right here. And Oralbar is here. So that's where we're at. The Grey Peaks are known throughout Faerun for their silver and iron mines, but it is a different type of metal that brought you here. Gold. While you were in Neverwinter, you overheard rumors of a large hoard of treasure within an abandoned goblin keep. Even tavern rumors proved to be fruitful sometimes, and having been without a purpose for some months, you departed immediately for the Grey Vale. When you reach Oralbar, the air is brisk and town is busy. Carts carry all manner of goods: timber, wool bales, grain, and animals from the surrounding country. I'm in pain, so I've come to see my painkiller. Wow, that sounded weird. I mean, I think it's still romantic. I think it's romantic. Some of these goods will be bound for Waterdeep or Neverwinter, others for the nearby city of Loudwater. So Loudwater, oh, it's right here. And Neverwinter, Waterdeep is here. I think Neverwinter is further up the coast. Yeah, so right there. Phew, yes. Your lines are always really romantic. Hungry and thirsty after many days on the road, you enter the first tavern you see, the Woodsman's Retreat, and satisfy your cravings. Bread, cheese, and a hot mulled wine do the trick nicely. You then inquire from the barkeep about accommodation. Your bones ache and rest is essential. How long am I going to stream for? For another hour and a half. So if you want to have lunch without me, that's okay, because it'll probably be a little bit. mountains can wait 1 or 2 days while you rest and replenish your supplies in town. Barkeep tells you that a very respectable inn, the Silver Flask, is just nearby. Toting your backpack, you walk down the street to the Silver Flask and pay for a room. I'm gonna wait then. Okay, sounds good. The innkeep is a jolly woman who is glad to have your business, and she lights a cozy fire in your room. You bathe, then lie down to rest and soon fall into a deep sleep. It's been a while since your travel-hardened self has had clean sheets and a roof overhead. You're woken later that night by noise from the next room. You can hear a woman openly sobbing on the other side of the wall. The sound is gut-wrenching. Every now and then, a male voice says something, as if trying to comfort her. You tolerate this for a while, but eventually it becomes evident that sleep is going to be impossible, and you walk out into the hallway and knock on the door to the room next to yours. An elderly man answers. He is dressed finely like a member of the aristocracy, but sports a nasty black eye and a gash across his cheek. In the background, a woman, also richly dressed, sits on a chair by the fire, her face buried in her hands. "Yes, what is it?" the elderly gentleman asks directly. You straighten yourself up, peering into the room. "I was wondering what all the noise is about," you say, although now you don't feel quite so annoyed. "I could hear the crying from next door. I was wondering," you say gruffly, not used to dealing with aristocrats, "if it's anything I can help you with. Perhaps then we can all get some rest." At this, the woman looks up and sees you. You probably look a fright after all those weeks on the road. Ungroomed, hair disheveled, travel-worn clothes. But you've had a bath, so you at least don't smell bad. However, your type has an air about them. You've seen a fight or two and know how to handle yourself in most situations. You're what's known in these parts as the adventuring type. Such types generally know how to get things done, things that others might shy away from. "Show our guest in, Elric," the woman says weakly, drying her tears with a silk handkerchief. The mysterious night. You are shown to a chair. For some reason, this old couple, who introduced themselves as Lord and Lady Brumont, welcome your presence, if only as a distraction from the grief they seem consumed by. "We arrived here last night," Lady Brumont begins. "Elric is so busy these days, so we thought we would bring ourselves out to Orobar for a little holiday. Our son, he's so fond of the mountains, loves all the stories. Well, he's our grandson, really, the son of a daughter who died some years ago. This is all we have left of her. We call him our son." Lady Brumont begins sobbing once more. Elric Brumont picks up the thread. "Long story short, my friend, we were accosted on the highway. We were passing along a lonely stretch of road when he appeared from nowhere. A knight, a towering brute of a man, all clad in armor." Lord Elric points to his face. "Did this to me, knocked me out cold. Then he grabbed our boy, threw him on a horse, and bolted, without a word." You say, mulling over this information. "Did he seem familiar this night?" Elric shakes his head. "I know what you're thinking. Wealthy aristocrat, on holiday from Loudwater. Someone must have known we were coming out here and seized the opportunity. It's true, I am what you would call a public figure. It is well known in Loudwater, at least, that I am a wealthy man. But no, this night was something else. We didn't see his face. It was hidden by a great metal visor. A towering warrior he was, a hulk of a man." Lady Brumont speaks again. "And he has kidnapped our poor little Derek! Abducted him, just ripped him out of our grasp." Incompetent fools. "What did you do then?" you ask. "We came straight to Oralbar," Lady Brumont says. "We went to the captain of the guard, but he... A thoroughly incompetent fool," Lord Brumont growls. "Said this knight was a ghost. Then he'd chosen Derek as his squire and that there was nothing we could do about it. Said Derek wasn't the first. Called him the Death Knight. You can imagine what a comfort that was to us." "They say the knight lives in the wood nearby," Lady Brumont says airily, as if in a waking dream. "Weathercoat Wood, isn't it, dear?" The old man grits his teeth, staring into the fire, and punches his palm. "Ghost my arse," he snarls through gritted teeth. "That knight looked real enough to me. He's a lunatic, nothing more. A lunatic who kidnaps young boys. And when I find the blackguard, by the gods will he pay." You can't help thinking that Lord Brumont is a bit out of his depth here. You don't doubt his resolve, but he looks as though his days of conquest are well behind him. You feel this poor old couple, while not usually associating with the wealthy, you do know that you have something to offer them, and you're never one to shy away from a good adventure, especially when the chance of a reward is on the table. I can find your boy, you hear yourself saying. The woman looks up, and new hope begins to shine from her eyes. Oh, gods, she says, her voice quavering. I'll give you anything, anything. The old man is a little more practical. If I was a few decades younger, I'd be out there myself. I saw action in the Battle of Tanglefork when we freed the Vale from Rencha rule. You nod appreciatively. That battle happened about 30 years ago and was said to be fierce. You are not surprised. Elric Brumont definitely carries himself like an old veteran. I can't put my sword forward anymore, but I can offer you gold, my friend. 2,000 pieces of it, to be exact. Go to the first entry, adventure begins. Alright. We're gonna... Adventure begins. That's our first one. I'm gonna number these. That seems like a good thing. Alright. At dawn the next day, following the few scraps of information you have, you saddle your horse and ride to the outskirts of town. The townsfolk pay you little mind as you go, casting you the occasional glance. The journey to Weathercoat Wood lies due east, but is no short ride. The captain of the guard tells you that the Death Knight has always been seen in a small patch of wood that juts out from the western side of Weathercoat, like a wart on a giant's nose. By midday, you reach a sign which tells you have another 15 miles to go. You should make it there by nightfall. Not far past the sign is a small inn and tavern. An old man sits on a chair in the afternoon sun, raises a tankard of ale as you pass. Last drink for many miles, the old man calls to you. Come, sit! I'll buy you an ale. Alright. We have two choices. Do you accept the old man's invitation? Or, if you are mindful of the time and choose to ride on, go to entry, keep going. I'll accept the old man's invitation. If so, go to entry Brewski. Alright, let's go to Brewski. You tie your horse up to the tavern's porch and join the old man, who directs a young boy to bring you a frothing tankard of ale. The boy also brings a bowl of stew for you to eat. What brings you out this way? The old man asks eventually. You tell him of your quest. If so, go to entry quest convo. If you choose to simply replenish yourself and be on your way, go to entry replenish. I'll tell him about my quest. Let's go to quest convo. You find yourself telling the old man all about your quest to find the mysterious knight and return Derek Brumont to his grandparents. The old man nods solemnly. The Death Knight, he says quietly, and leans forward in his chair. Local legend, they say, but, what? You ask. He straightens up, looking you straight in the eye. It's no legend, he says firmly. I was a boy when they hung him from the red tree in Weathercoat Wood. The old man goes on to tell you the story. The man who would become the Death Knight was once a good man who came from a village in the far south. After his wife died from the pox, he left his village, taking his only son with him as a squire, eager to teach him the ways of the righteous warrior. But a large band of brigands ambushed them on the road, shot the knight with a poison dart, and kidnapped his son. They left a note pinned in the ground with a dagger, commanding the knight plunder the treasury and oral bar and deliver the gold to them. The knight did so, almost dying in the process, but the town guard pursued him from town. When the kidnappers saw the knight coming with the authorities close behind, they killed the poor boy and fled. Upon finding his son's body, the knight swore vengeance on the bandits and vowed to pursue them until the ends of the world. Unwilling to be taken by the town guard, the knight drew his weapon to resist the arrest. I can say words. Hello, Sham. Welcome in. Welcome in. How are you doing? And honk indeed to you too. When the fight was over, the knight pursued the bandits deeper into the wood, but lost their tracks in the undergrowth. His rage deepened until the bloodlust and madness possessed him entirely, driven insane at the thought of his son's killers escaping unpunished. None would cross his path and live until the bandits had been brought to justice at the tip of his blade. I am doing good. How about you? I think I'm doing pretty good. I'm feeling pretty good. I'm here playing a solo D&D game. That's what I'm doing. Just a lot of narration on my part and probably not a lot of playing, but you know, that it's basically a choose your own adventure story with mechanics. Yeah, I was thinking of doing some coding for game tomorrow, and then I didn't prep my stream for that because I was like, oh, I'm gonna play a game with Hiki, and then I was like, oh no, we're not playing a game. I have to scramble, and I didn't think about coding. That was the last thing on my mind. But it's fine. I don't need it. I mean, I should code, but I don't need it, I guess. It should be fine. Are you excited for tomorrow's game, Sham? Where was I? None would cross his path and live until the bandits had been brought to justice at the tip of his blade. Eventually, more soldiers had to come to Loudwater to capture the insane knight. When they finally did, the old man concludes, they hung him up in weathercoat wood from a red tree. Yeah, but I'm also very nervous. Oh no. I feel like I feel like both you and Hiki and maybe Tokyo too, but I'm like, oh, I feel like I pressured you all into this, or like I made this too big of a thing because we're streaming it. But like y'all don't have to worry. Y'all don't have to worry. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. I'm starting y'all off real easy, okay? Real easy. No, it's okay. Okay. I'll do my best to pause and let things go. I will try my best to control and rein in Mimisk. She's gonna be she's my IRL friend, but they're a handful, but it'll be fine. You just feel underprepared for some reason? I mean, you only played a small little demo adventure with me, so you actually don't know how to play. So, like, you know, like you haven't had, like, a full real session, right? This is gonna be our first real session. Like, that's kind of on me. I should have done, like, a one-shot with you all, like a 3-hour one-shot session, so you can all feel, like, how to play D&D. So that's really on me. So, this upcoming session, tomorrow's session, will be your first real session, so, but, it's mainly gonna be talking. There will be combat at some point, but it's low, not a lot of combat, where it's probably gonna be okay. And I'll be there. If you have any questions, I'll be there to be like, oh, you do this. And I'll have suggestions on what you could do with your character for fighting and stuff. Like, I'll be there. And then there's the 3 other players we've been playing for 2 years now. So they've got stuff under their belt too. Oh, I said you're missing your magic spells, actually. You're missing your spells. So... I don't want to put your character sheet on my stream, just in case you want to keep it for privacy reasons. But if you go to your character editor... like, let's say I'm not a monk. You are... We'll just do cleric right now. So in the character editor, there's a spells tab here. If you click that, it'll say, like, what spells you can have and things like that. Under known spells, sorry. Under the known spells. You'll see there's a cantrips. It'll say 0 out of 2, I think is what yours says. And prepared spells, 0 out of... I think it's 4 is what yours is. So you only have 1 cantrip listed, and you only have 1 prepared spell, so you have more spells you can add. I have an ad break in just a few minutes here, so I'll wait for it before I continue. Yeah, so, let me go back to that editor. Ad starts real soon. I got this. So under that spells tab in your character editor, you click on that known spells, and then if you scroll down, it will say, it'll have all the spells you can add, and there will be a button that says learn or prepare, and that's how you can add spells. So the 0 level spells are your cantrips, so if you click filter by spell level, you can filter it out to be just those ones. And then for your prepared spells, it's going to be the 1st level spells and 2nd level. No, I think you're a half caster. I think it might just be 1st level. And so you can pick from list. Okay, an ad break is about to start, so I will wait for it to go. For those who are not on the ad break, hello. What can I talk about? Oh, today I got a quesadilla, and I got a chicken quesadilla, and I was very excited for it, and the quesadilla was pretty big. It was only 3 slices. Usually they do 4, but they were pretty chunky 3 slices. And I ordered it to go because I had to go pick up my roommate in a little bit, and I was like, I'll just keep it for second dinner, eat the other 2 pieces for second dinner. And when they handed the bag over to me, there was a box in there, and it's not like a, what's it called, a to-go box or a or some other kind of normal box you would think for to go. No, it was a pizza box, and I was like, huh? And I got to my car to open it up, and it was a pizza box for some unrelated pizza place that is not the quesadilla place. And the quesadilla place is a Mexican restaurant that does not serve pizza, at least as far as I know. I don't think they serve pizza. And so I was just like, oh. And so I opened the box, and it was like very, very nice. Very, very good handling of quesadilla slices. Because the pizza box was actually, it's just like perfectly sized for the quesadilla. And honestly, more places should use pizza boxes to give their food to go folks, for takeout. I think it's actually worth it. But if you're gonna go that way, you should brand your pizza box for your place. Otherwise, people are gonna be like, "Is this a pizza?" Because it's not a pizza. And the ad break is over. Welcome back, everybody. Sham, I don't know if you were in that ad break at all. Oh, you saw that whole thing, so no ads for you. Great. More pizza boxes. Exactly. Pizza every day, all day, every day. But Sham, if you have any more questions about the spells, let me know. I'm gonna keep going with my solo D&D, but feel free to interrupt at any point. When they finally did, just 12-second ad? Oh! Wow, okay, because it's like a 90 seconds time slot. Wow, that's so short. When they finally did, the old man concludes, they hung him up in weathercoat wood from a red tree. The old man looks down, but his unfulfilled quest to find his sunk killers brought him back. He's undead. The Death Knight, they call him now. Since then, every few years or so, a boy will go missing. He's looking for a squire, someone to help him on his quest. You take a moment to digest all this information and drink from your tankard. After a while, you thank the old man for the company and the information and are on your way. Go to entry, keep going. Alright, let's keep going. That's the wrong place. Hello? There we go. It is late when you finally reach Weathercoat Wood, some 55 miles east of Orlebar. Can we see? Can we see it? 55 miles east. Oh, here it is, right here. Weathercoat Forest. Oh, they call it wood, but forest, same thing. There on the wood's edge, you camp and let your horse run free. You won't be needing him for a while. Weathercoat Wood is thick, the foliage dense, towering walls of green. And in there somewhere, if the information you have is to be trusted, is the boy Derek Brumont. You settle down in your bedroll, the embers of your fire keeping you warm well into the night. After a full day's riding, it doesn't take long for you to fall into a deep slumber, the sound of a nearby river lulling you to sleep. You wake just before dawn, fully rested, but a noise instantly puts you on guard. From somewhere nearby comes a wet, slavering sound. Quietly, you pick up your weapon and move forward stealthily. When you are some 100 or so feet away, whatever is lurking catches your scent, and you hear it running quickly away. Only dim starlight shows any detail, and all you can see is a darkened shape moving through the night towards the wood. Do you have a ranged weapon? If so, and if you wish to attack using it, go to entry, shoot after. If not, go to entry, dead Nelly. I mean, I don't know what it is. I don't want to shoot something and not know what it is. I'm not gonna shoot it. What if it's like a human being and not evil? I don't know. I'm gonna go to entry, dead Nelly. Watch, this was a bad idea. Whereas you walk forward to where the beast had been before, making all that noise that woke you. There, twitching in his death throes, is the horse you rode from Orlebar. No! I should have shot it! I should have shot it! No! I fucked up! Bullshit. Oh my god. No. I'm so sad. My horse died. Oh. Gritting your teeth in anger, you take out your weapon and quickly put the poor beast out of its misery, thank gosh. The first rays of dawn begin to creep into the sky. With a sigh of resignation, you wipe the horse's blood from your weapon and begin the trek towards the wood's edge. The morning is peaceful in contrast to the savagery you have just witnessed, and a chorus of birds greet the dawn with calls that echo off the low hills of the surrounding landscape. Rip horse indeed, Cham. As you near Weathercoat Wood and can see down the single path that leads into its depths, you see that little light seems to penetrate in through the canopy. Night still hides beneath the mossy boughs and dark green vines that thread the ancient trees together. You step onto the path and enter Weathercoat Wood. Who knows what fate awaits you within these shadowed depths? Ooh, our first map! Go to tile page 1 and then click this link to go to the entry. Okay. I will write tile page 1. Okay, so I am going to put a map in there. Where is it? Nope, it's not there. Where is it? Adventures. Individual maps. Here we go. Okay, tile page 1. Okay, so let's map this out this way. Such a small map. Oh, it is not centered. That's great. And by great, I mean awful. Why would you do that to me? There we go. There we go. Okay, that's the map. Tile page 1, yep. And I do want a grid. It's 5 feet. Don't need to see things. Alright, import. Give me a moment. My mic may pause. Okay, there we go. I need to do something real quick. Okay. Alright, we've got this, and let me get Lulula up here. Okay, gonna click on that. Move your token onto a bottom grid square of the tile page, or place your token on a square adjacent to the tile you have just come from. Okay. You move ahead deeper into the wood, and it almost seems as if the trees themselves are watching your progress. Indeed, as you go on, you really do get the feeling you are being watched. You can move with stealth, make a stealth check. If you succeed, you may add 10 points to any D100 chance rolls you make well on this type of page. You can check for traps unless returning here. If you successfully go to check success. If you fail, go to trap fail. When you are ready, move your token through the map in the direction you desire. When you reach the square adjoining the green translucent dot, go to quiet retreat. Okay, so I'm going to make a stealth check. Yeah, I'm stealthy. All right, let's record that. Stealth 18. Yes. Add 10 points to the 100. Trap. Alright, perception check. No! I don't see a trap. Oh no. Trap fail. You search around but are unable to locate anything resembling a trap. Okay. What number did I get? 6. 6. Fail. Don't see any traps. Alright, return to tile page 1. Okay. When you're ready, move your token through the map in the direction you desire. When you reach a square adjoining the green translucent dot, go to entry, quiet entry. Okay. Well, I will go to the green dot, quiet entry. Let's go. You pause for a second, thinking you heard something. But no, it was just some bird flapping off out of cover. You watch it rise into the canopy and then look around at the 3 paths that led off from here. Choose which adjoining map to move to. Okay. When you have finished all encounters, you may move to the edge of the map and onto an adjoining tile page, either 2, 3, or 5. Let's go check out 3. Let's go check out 3. So we are going to get the tile page. Oh no, this one's even worse than the other one, actually. Let's, what's the settings for this? I think this is it? Yes, okay. What is the dimensions? 6.725. Wait, what's the DPI? 354. Okay, let's try a DPI of 354. Nope, wrong one. Oh, page 3. There we go. Okay, tile page 3. And I came from this direction. Alright. I'm going to 3. The track leads deeper into the wood and the light fades. Ancient trees line each side of the path, and you can't help but think this wood is an excellent place to hide out. Then, ahead, you see something strange. It appears to be a low stone building at the corner of the track where it turns north. Tucked in amongst the trees, it is made solidly of gray stone, fronted by 2 large stone double doors. You move warily forward. I'm going to do a stealth check. Oh, thank God. Okay, 16. So that's a DC 13. I passed. So I'll page 3. Stealth. It was what? 16? 16 pass. Plus 1 success. Checking for traps, go to entry trap check. Okay, let's do a trap check. Move forward, alert as you investigate the surroundings. Check for traps in the surrounding forest, go to entry wood check. Check for traps on the double stone doors. I'll do a wood check first. So, I'm gonna do trap check, wood check. Roll perception DC 12. Come on, we got this. Oh my gosh, really? No, I didn't. If you fail, go to traps. Nope. Alright. Perception. Not gonna fail. Traps. Nope. Where's traps? Nope. You have a good look around, but cannot see anything that looks trap-like around here. Still cautiously move forward. I'm going to trap check. Trap check. And I'm gonna do a door check. Wait, can I do that right now? Actually, I don't know about that. When you are ready, move your token through the map in the direction you desire. You reach a square joining the group. Okay, so I think I just check the building from a distance. Otherwise, if I click go here, it'll go to the building. So, okay, I'm gonna do the trap check. So, I'm gonna do the trap check, door check. Trap check, door check. Where's door check? I don't see door check. There we go. Move your token up to the stone building if it's not already. Okay. You start inspecting the handle and all around the door looking for booby traps or traps of any description. Roll perception DC 14. I can do this time. Come on. Yes, 14. I did it. Okay. Perception 14 pass. Go to entry, entrance trap. Your keen eye could have just saved your life. Closely inspecting the door, you notice a catch mechanism cleverly hidden under the large metal ring handle on the right door. If you want to try and disarm it, you will need thieves' tools to do so. If you want to attempt this, go to entry nimble fingers. I'm pretty sure I do not have thieves' tools. Nope. Of all the tools I could have picked, actually, I just realized I couldn't have picked thieves' tools anyway. Alright, if you don't have thieves' tools but want to try and open the door anyway, Well, do I just attempt to open the door and die? Kind of scary, to be honest. A little scared. You know, I haven't gone shopping technically, because I forgot to do that. So I'm gonna cheat a little bit. I'm gonna be a cheater, and I'm gonna add these tools. But I'm not proficient at these tools. That might bite me in the butt. Let me go check the rules for how it works. I changed how tools work, so I checked it up. Pick a lock or disarm a trap. And let me check how tools work. If you have proficiency, you add. If you have any skill that's used with that check, advantage. Okay, so I can just use it. I just don't get a proficiency bonus. Okay, so let's... Yeah, I'll buy a thieves' tools. And how much was it? It's 25 GP. I got that. And then let me buy 2 magic potions, or healing potions. And I think it's 50... Oh, it doesn't have a cost? It's not for sale? Is that so? That's 50 GP. Why didn't they list the price? Interesting. Okay, that's 1. That's 2. That's 100. Okay, I think we'll stick to that. I'll stick to all of that, and that I think is good to start with. So now that I've cheated, all right, I'm gonna try nimble fingers. Where is it? You get out your thieves' tools and proceed to carefully work on the mechanism, trying to disable whatever carnage it was designed to inflict on you. Make a thieves' tools check, dex check, DC 14. So that's just gonna be a straight dex. Ooh, yes. 18, let's go. Nimble fingers, dex. 18 pass. Harmless. There's an audible click as the catch mechanism is released. You sigh with relief and give the door a pull. It swings smoothly open, revealing a dark passageway. Some way inside, you can see that a set of stairs leads down. To enter the passage, go to Enter Passage. Let's go. I'm going to... I will just start a new one here. You enter the quiet, cool passage and pad softly down the corridor. Soon, you are at the top of a flight of stone stairs looking down. This is presuming you have a source of light or dark vision. I think I purposely picked an orc for dark vision because I was real worried about it. Yep, I got dark vision. We're good. To 120 feet. If you do not have dark vision and do not have a source of light handy, then your character will know to turn around and leave this place. If you do have a source of light, activate and continue. Okay? You quietly walk down the stairs, keeping an eye out for anything out of the ordinary. Would this be the place where Derek Rumon is being held? You hold your breath, fearful of making any sound to disturb the deathly still air. Slowly, you descend to the bottom of the stairs, where a medium-sized chamber lies. You look around for clues as to what this place is used for. As you become accustomed to the light, or rather the lack of it, you notice that at the far end of the chamber is a large idol made out of bronze by the looks of it. You know the god well. It is a Monitor, the sun god, the god of law and justice, worshipped throughout Faerun. You also notice cushions lying about the place. It appears this room was once a monastery of some sort, used by devotees of Monitor for meditation. Although what it's doing so far out in the wilderness is anyone's guess. Are you a paladin or a cleric? Nope. To inspect the area around the altar, go to entry. Inspect altar. To have a general search around the room, go to entry. We are going to explore the room. There are numerous nooks and alcoves around the side of this dusty room, many of them hidden in darkness. You search mindful of traps, but also on the lookout for any item of interest. As you walk, small puffs of dust rise up, seemingly undisturbed for a long time. Years, maybe decades. Make an investigation check. Alright, let's make an investigation check. If you score... Okay, yeah, we gotta make an investigation check. I got a 13. Better. Okay. Searching around the nooks and crannies, you find a few trinkets, items of worship, and other things, mostly worthless. Then you come across a pile of books stacked against the wall. Rummaging quickly through them, you find a scroll, a little bit flattened. Then, unrolling it, you see eldritch runes meticulously written in red ink. At the bottom, in small writing, you see the following words printed in a neat hand. A scroll of curing wounds gifted by the gracious cleric Ragnar the Indefatigable. Indefatigable? Indefatigable? I don't know how to pronounce that word. All glory to a Monitor! What a find! You stow the scroll in your backpack, feeling much better about how things are turning out. This is bound to come in handy. Alright, I got a spell scroll. Let's add that to my equipment. It's first level? First level. Oh, that was legacy. I'm gonna add the level spell scroll. HU. And we're going to customize this. Cure wounds. Alright. To investigate the image of Monitor, go to entry, inspect altar. Alright, I will inspect the altar. And okay. Inspect altar. You walk up to the large bronze idol of a Monitor. It is exceptionally well made and seems like it was just placed here yesterday. The metal gleams dully as you move around it. Then, as you move behind the altar, you see something small lying on the ground. A holy symbol of Monitor. It is on a long steel chain to be worn around the neck, and is in the image of a large effulgent sun with runes on the front. This perhaps belonged to a cleric, monk, or paladin. Yeah, I'll take it. I'll take it. watch, it's like some thing that will cause an enemy to approach or something like that. I don't know. Looks like an ad break is gonna be starting soon. This is not the right page. There we go. And I'll change that. There we go. Give me a moment to do something. I forgot to mute my phone. There we go. Alright, ads are starting soon, so I will let us wait for a little bit. I will leave the chamber, that's for sure. So I will do that when we come back from the ad break. Alright, so let's see. What shall I talk about during this ad break? So I talked about the pizza box with my quesadillas. Today was a pretty busy day for me. I taught a class today. These kids are so hilarious. So because I'm teaching virtual classes, I can't see what the students are doing, so I have them type done in chat. This is a Zoom call. Tell them to type done in chat. One kid was like, I'm gonna type it backwards, so they typed Enod. I was like, oh, Enod, and I kind of talked about it and made it a thing. And then one kid was like, we must use Enod at the end of our journey, and I was like, on this quest, you must nod to end your journey, or something like that is what I said. And the kids went wild. And I did say it in that voice too. And they... then they started just lots of variations on Enod all throughout the rest of the class. And oh man, this class is like so hard because I was the one that wrote this class. I wrote the curriculum for it. And I was like, when I sat down to like time it, I was like, oh, there's no way we're gonna finish all of this. And we did technically finish it all, but there was no help time at all. There was no time for like anything really other than doing the classwork. And so it's like full, you know, I wish I could have spent time teaching the kids like to fix their bugs or whatever, but we didn't have time to do that. So yeah, it was kind of sketch. Definitely, if you're gonna write a curriculum, definitely don't overpromise things. Definitely write the code before you say, oh, this is what the class is gonna be about. I did tell my manager, I was like, yo, I haven't written the code for any of this, so I don't know if it's like time-wise can work. And nope, it didn't. I also wrote another curriculum that I didn't get to test out in time or code before I had to write the curriculum. And I'm also pretty sure that one's gonna be over time, but it's fine. Alright, looks like ads are over. So we are leaving the chamber. You climb the stairs leading up from the chamber back towards the dim light of Weathercoat Wood. Soon you are back outside the great stone double doors that led down to the underground temple. I'll return to tile page 3. Alright, so tile page 3, we're here. I'm gonna go to that green circle. We're gonna do round the twist. Where is it? Make a D100 roll. Add 10 to it if you made a successful stealth check earlier. I did. So we're gonna roll a D100. $38. Rip? Oh no. That's not a good sign. Rip is not what you want to see in text form. Alright, let's go check Rip. Hold on, I need to record the roll. 38. Oh, wait, no, it's not a 38. I gotta add a 10 because I had a stealth. So it's a 48. Oh, okay. Okay, we're okay. The 100 is 38 plus 10 equals 48. And so 48 is going to Hanky. Okay, that's better. Hanky doesn't sound as scary as Rip. Where's Hanky? As you move cautiously forward, keeping a watch on all sides, you see something small being blown in the wind down the path towards you. As it passes you, you quickly trap it with your booted foot, then retrieve it from the ground for closer inspection. It is a handkerchief, white silk and slightly dirty, with the initials DB embroidered into one corner. Derek Brumont! Perhaps he dropped it as a sign. You raise it to your nose and give it a sniff, and immediately choke on the hideous aroma. It smells like death, like the grave. Your heart drops. Could the boy already be dead? Perhaps you were too late. Well, I did stop to talk to that guy, so, you know, it's... Might have left the kid to die. Gritting your teeth determinedly, you shake these grim thoughts away and continue on your quest. Okay, and continue. When you have finished all encounters, you may move to the edge of the map and onto an adjoining tile page. So I'm gonna go to 4. I'm going to 4. Alright. Where is it? And we will... the number... The number was 354 is the close number. We're going to tile page 4. What is this music? Hello? Secret Boss? Arcadia Legends? Huh. I haven't played Arcadia Legends, so I don't know. Alrighty. Okay, let's put Lula on there, and I was coming from 3. Alright. We're gonna move to tile page 4. Alright. The woods become ever deeper and the sound goes out of the air. There are no birds here, or something has frightened them into silence. It is hard even to tell what time of day it is this deep in the forest. Across the path, you see a trail of footprints leading from the right to the left. They lead back into the forest where it becomes very dense. However, there is no sign of the foliage being disturbed, even though the footprints look relatively fresh. They could have been made as recently as last night. On the track ahead, you can see that this path eventually bends to the right. Around the corner, there appears to be an entrance to a cave. Okay, I'm gonna make a stealth check. DC 14. Let's go. Wow, this song sure is something. Oh no! 8. Does that mean it stops? Does my stealth stop? Oh no. Oh wow, that is not the word stealth. 8. Fail. I think that means I stop having stealth, so I stop having that plus 10 to my D100 rolls. Okay. I will check for traps, go to entry deep woods. You edge forward warily, checking the ground and the trees above for traps. Who knows what deadly plans the inhabitants of this wood have in store for hapless travelers. I'll make a perception check. Let's go. Come on, we can do a 15. 17, yes! Okay. perception. 17 pass. It's going to succeed, go to free pass. You notice a patch of the forest path that looks a bit out of place. Staying back and poking around with a stick, you can see that someone has dug a pit trap here. Who knows that they had planned for whoever fell in? You skirt around the outside of the pit trap and continue on the path. Okay, so we are not going to hit that trap. I do want to check for another trap. Go to entry, deep woods. Oh, sorry. Oh, no. It's, I thought it had two choices. We're good. Alright. When you're ready, move your token through the map in the direction you desire. Alrighty. Well, we are going forward. What about this? Yes, I do want to check out the mossy log. Go to entry, mossy log. Let's go check out mossy log. You walk up to the moss-covered log, and as you near it, you see that it is covered with fungi, bright green mushrooms. You're not sure if you have seen their kind before. Their color almost seems phosphorescent, like they would glow even at night. Make a survival. Alright, I don't know what my survival... +4, let's go. 17, we got this. Okay. If you succeed, go to funky fungi. Suddenly it comes to you. Yes, you thought it had seemed familiar. These are grack spores, and they're well known to warriors, emboldening them before going into battle. Overjoyed at this find, you begin gathering the fungi into a small pouch. Weathercoat Wood is certainly full of surprises. Grack spores will grant immunity to the frightened condition or any fear effect at full effectiveness for 1 hour. They can effectively be used for one encounter and can be consumed as a free action, after which they take effect immediately. Add them to your inventory. Okay, I will grab this dialogue. Okay, so I'm gonna add crack spores. I'll put it in my backpack. Alrighty. So I checked out the mossy log, and we're going to go up to the green dot. Who knows what? Actually, I think we'll just... Wrong, but there we go. Did you make an earlier trap check on the style page? If you did, continue reading below. If you did not, go to entry. Oops, I did. I checked for traps. We're good. As you progress deeper into Weathercoat Wood, you realize that you are very tired. Time has a mind of its own in this forest. It is evening already. How have the hours passed so quickly? The idea of rest enters your mind, although you know that the area you are in is less than ideal for making camp. You may be disturbed by some wandering creature. There's no way of telling. You may attempt to rest here and recover HD? What is HD? Hit dice? If you choose to do so, roll survival. Do I need to rest here? I haven't had any hit point loss. I think I'm good. I will continue without rest. There doesn't seem to be any issues. So I'm just gonna head on up to 7. I keep forgetting the number. Is it 130? There's so many maps. I have so many maps. 355? Okay, 355. File page 7, I think, right? 7. Okay, cool. I came from 4, so we'll be right there. A river threads through this part of Weathercoat Wood. Ahead, you see the path bend sharply to the right, and on the north side of the path sits a rock outcropping, on the front of which is the entrance to a cave. Peering inside from across the river, you see that it extends a long way. Exploring this cave is going to require you to cross a stream, also a busy torrent, about 15 feet wide, rushes from east to west, filling the forest with the sound of rushing water. I failed myself, so I cannot continue. I don't know if I can re-roll moving with stealth. I feel like I can attempt to re-roll. I'll attempt to re-roll. I think that, yeah. Oh my god. Okay, well I failed that. So I'm not stealthing. Okay, I'm checking for traps. Go to trap river. Make a perception check. Alright, perception. No, 13. Yes, I passed it. Okay, perception 13. Hidden danger. Alright. You give the place a thorough visual see, but nothing looks suspicious. That's cool. When you're ready, move your token through the map in the direction you desire. To approach and investigate the stream, when you reach a tile joining. Okay, so that's the green dot. I think I will. Let's go for the cave. Let's check out the cave. Why not? We'll do cave stream. Oh, there's a monster set block on the other one. You peer into the black cave entrance that gapes at you from the other side of the river. The area around the entrance is interesting. It appears to be surrounded with discarded pottery and other detritus. Detritus? Detritus. Detritus. Alright, that's what Google says. Perhaps there was a settlement here once. Tribal societies once roamed this area freely in prehistory. Now the cave appears abandoned, and its black mouth forbidding. The stream appears calm, but a glance at its depths tells you it is moving quite swiftly. It might take a bit of effort to cross. To refill your water skin? I mean, I didn't camp, so I'm good. I'm not a paladin. Need to wade across the stream, make an athletics check. Do not wish to attempt this, so let me... My strength is not great. +1. It's basically the luck of the die. Do I want to be swept down the stream? Oh no. Let's go. Let's do it. What do I got to lose? My life? It's fine. Alright, athletics check. Let's go. Oh. Oh, yes. Thank you. Oh. That die was scary. A little scary. Alright, cave stream. I got it, so I am going to stream cross. The stream is deeper than it looks and reaches up to your chest at its steepest part. You lift your pack above your head to keep your visions dry and push forward, several times slipping on mossy rocks underfoot. Finally, it gets shallower, and soon you are through the worst. You dip your head down and drink deeply of the fresh, cold stream water. You feel reinvigorated from this short dip and quenching your thirst. Add 1 HP. Well, I'm okay on HP. You plonk down on the opposite bank to catch your breath. You get your bearings as you look back to the shore you came from, and then slowly turn to look at the cave. Around the entrance are shards of broken pottery and other detritus. The wide cave mouth leads into a long tunnel with a floor of fine, dusty sand. Alright, we're going inside. Enter cave. You cautiously step inside the cave entrance, feeling the cool, slightly stale air surrounding you. Go to sub-map 1. Alright, so let's get sub-map 1 open. Just got home, I'm tired. Hey, Hiki. Has it been real tough? Been real tough? Alright, where am I starting? Sub-map 2? I guess I can start. Nope, that's low tide. A bit, ha ha ha. Oh. Poor you, poor Hiki. I've just been playing D&D by myself. Okay, is this gonna link? Cool. I don't think I can play Rhythm Doctor, and it sounds like you're probably real tired, so we'll schedule for another day. Yeah, just message me in Discord about what day you'd like to go. Didn't know it was possible? No. I mean, it's like pretty late your time. Yeah, no, it's okay, Hiki. Life happens. It's fine. It's fine. You enter the cave, moving slowly within. Your steps raise little puffs of fine dust as you proceed deeper within the rock. Ahead, you see that the tunnel bends to the right. I am going to attempt to stealth. Very, very important. Going to stealth. No. 13? Yes, I passed. Okay. Okay. I'm going to check for traps. Tunnel traps. Tunnel traps? Hello? Oh, there it is. To check for traps, make a perception roll DC 10. Where's perception? There it is. Nat 1! No! Alright. 5. Okay, beyond river. Oh, I'm so worried. You give the walls and floor a pretty good search but find no traps. You continue down the tunnel. Move within. You move further within, down the silent passage, the sound of the river fading behind you. The passage turns to the right and continues for some way. Ahead, you can see it opens into a cavern. Go to sub-map page 2. Okay. Let's get submap 2 up. This time it lines up properly rather than the person cutting so it's not quite on the grid. This looks like a fight. This looks like a fight, y'all. This large cavern contains little except a large pile of bones and partially decomposed corpses at its center. You cover your mouth and nose. The smell is horrendous. Shaking your head, you move closer to the pile and see the skeletons of adults, children. What happened to these poor souls? Why did they die here? Were they not able to leave? Then you notice, scrawled on the wall of the cavern in some unknown substance, you shudder to think what? A single word, north. Okay. I'm going to write down note north on cave. Okay, I'm gonna go check out deep cave. You ponder the fate of these poor souls whose bones lay in a pile in the middle of the floor. Why did they not leave? After reasoning it through, you decide that the only reason must be that they were trapped in here somehow. But by what? The river? What sort of end did they come to, stuck here in this cave? You shake your head in disbelief and horror. To search the bone pile, make an investigation. Alright, let's make an investigation. Please, please, please. No! No! Oh, no. Alright. 5. Doing some real bad rolls here. You have a scavenge around. There were people here at one time. Lots of people. You find rings, semi-precious jewelry to the value of 10 GP if you want to take it, and a few silver pieces here and there, 17 in total. You also find, disturbingly, a child's wooden toy soldier, but nothing of any real value. You may take a short rest here if you wish, regaining 1 hit die. When you're done here, you may leave this cave. You don't need anything. I am so wanting to know what I would have found with the actual good perception roll. So sad, so sad. I don't think I'm gonna take the people. Well, but I do need money because I spent it all on thieves' tools and potions. I'll take the silver pieces. Yeah, I'll take the rings. I'll take it. I'll be a little dirty scavenger. Okay, cool. That's that. And then we're gonna do leave cavern. You move back down through the tunnel and out to the river. With your knowledge of the dangerous sections of the river, you are now able to quickly return to the other shore without too much trouble. Alright, let's go back to tile page 7. Okay, an ad is about to run. Uh-oh. Owlbear? Owlbear? Hello? Oh no. Oh no. What? Y'all, I'm gonna try and fix this on my other monitor. Hold on. I'm creating a new room. Hopefully that'll fix it. Oh my god. Is Albert down or something? Hold on. Oh no. Let me check. Oh man, y'all. I don't know what's going on. Let me see if I can get it to other. Oh no. Bro, I think I just broke my owlbear, which is actually really bad because I need it for tomorrow. No, what? What is going on? Maybe if I log out and log back in. No. Okay, well... wait for that break. Alright, well, this is, I think, where the session is gonna end, this stream, because I can't get Albert to work, and I really need to contact the company about it, because it'll be a problem if I can't run this tomorrow. Real serious problem if I can't run this tomorrow, so, I'm gonna go and fix that, but thank you all for who hung out with me today, and y'all have a good rest of your day.